Hey guys, well what a weekend of upsets last weekend. Today I'm going to do my tips for the second round of the final series. First up on the Friday night we have Geelong and Port Adelaide fighting it out at the MCG. Last week Geelong went down to Fremantle by 15 points and it's the first time they've lost at Simonds Stadium since 2011. Quite sad really because I went to that game, but well, we move on. And Port Adelaide were surprise winners at the MCG by 24 points. The last clash between these two sides, I think Geelong were up by 63 points in the last quarter back at Simonds, and they won by 25 points in the end, so they just fell asleep in the last quarter. Every time these sides played against each other this year, Geelong have come off a loss, and every time Geelong have won, so it'll be interesting to see how it pans out this time. But yeah, it's certainly not an automatic victory because Port have shown they certainly are the real deal this year. Probably along with Hawthorn, Port are the best team in the competition at finishing off games, and Geelong is seemingly the worst team in the competition to finish off a final quarter. It's quite frustrating really, but well, what can you do? Not much control over that. And Geelong have lost their last two finals, both of them beat against Fremantle, who seem to be their bogey team of the last few years. So yeah, they've been a little bit edgy as of recent times in finals. The last time Port Adelaide actually defeated Geelong was all the way back in round 21, 2007. It's been a long time between drinks. I really don't know with this game. Port Adelaide have just been so impressive this year, and they were last week against Collingwood, who are definitely a bogey team of ours, and they got through them quite easily in the end. And Ken Inkley knows Geelong very well. I don't know, this is going to be the worst tip in history, but I'm going to go with Port Adelaide by 2 points. But go Cats. Sydney and Carlton will host an end-standing clash at the ANZ Stadium on the Saturday night. Last week, Sydney went down to Hawthorn as expected, but probably not expected to lose by 9 goals. Carlton got over Richmond by 20 points in what most people would have thought was an upset. I thought it was Carlton's game to lose because they just know how to beat them. The last clash between these two sides was played at the SCG in horrific conditions. Sydney were good enough in the end to get home by 22 points. Sydney have won 3 of the last 5 contests overall, so it's not really all white line traffic. And Carlton seemingly have one of the best interstate record win-loss ratios, so it's certainly not in the bag for the Swans. However, Sydney are such a proud group and they generally do bounce back after a loss, but there is certainly no guarantees here. I really want to tip Carlton, but I think Sydney will bounce back. They've been a bit exposed in the second half of the year, but they're generally a genuinely good side. I'm going to go with Sydney by 4 points. So those are my tips for the second round of the final series. Yeah, I'm not too sure about the first one. It's a bit of a bold tip, but yeah, I just hope the Cats win. It'd be nice to see them play against the Hawks in a prelim, but we'll see how it all pans out. Feel free to comment your tips. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys all next week.